Hello, my fearless family. How is everyone doing? Happy New Year. I will try to upload this video today. It is the 31st. It is New Year's Eve. And it's about 10 o'clock. 10:30ish. I just walked into the office, started um, checking emails and doing what I do every day. Pardon the stuff back there. I still use that as like my e-commerce packing situation, and sometimes the HR manager, which is my daughter, she's sitting here and we mastermind and talk about the business. And I'm titling this video Government Contracts, Where I've Been, and it's like the outro of this year and what's my plans for 2024 concerning this channel and business and just life. And excuse me because I have on my gym clothes and I just got on my office cardigan to try to cover it up to look professional. Sometimes people stop by the office, so I have on a long cardigan to kind of cover up my gym clothes, because on my gym days I just wear my gym clothes to the office. Usually we don't have a lot of traffic come through here, but on my off days I do dress professional, and I try to schedule my days where I'm interacting professionally with my off gym days. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. If I haven't responded to your comments, your questions, hopefully another subscriber or someone that see my videos in passing will answer the question for you. I really don't remember a lot of the things about those credit cards offhand because I have consumed a lot of information over this past year. It's been a beautiful, wonderful year spiritually, business, like everything is flourishing in my life. So I just don't remember, like, let's pull a card. I don't remember which credit bureau American Express pulled from. I don't remember, but I'm sure it's in the video. Usually when I get these cards, I do a video as soon as I can. Before I even like activate the card, I will do a video, and because it's fresh on my mind, which bureau they pull from, what they're requesting. Are they going to dock you? Like, those are the things that I try to keep. I try to write down as soon as I get approved for the credit card, so I can give you guys that information. If what I said in the video did not work for you, it's probably because the company itself have changed the way they do underwriting. Okay, so it's not that I didn't give you the correct information. Is they changed their policy going into 2025 when it comes to credit. Banks are tightening their belts because a lot of the big companies are not even hiring anymore. Like, Amazon is not hiring for drivers right now. They have a hiring freeze. Walmart has a hiring freeze in most areas, and retail people are no longer circulating money because the holidays are over with. So if you are in retail or you work in retail, you will see the effects when it comes to the banks, because they're tightening the grip on how they lend money. And a credit card is considered a loan, okay, because it is an unsecured loan because you don't have any collateral, versus a home or a car. You can probably go out and get a car faster than you can a credit card right now, because that is a secured loan. If you don't pay the car note, they're just going to come and get it, right? They're going to repo it. So keep that in mind going into the new year. You can have a perfect credit score. You can be at 770, 780 and still get denied based off your utilization, based off your credit history, and what's the other things that they may look at? Even your employment. So, depending on where you work, they will actually say, okay, no, we're not going to give you any credit because we don't feel like that job is a stable enough job for us to be giving out credit to this individual. Don't take it personal. Be mindful of what you apply for, because remember, those are like 2 to 3 points that you lose. And disputing inquiries can be challenging, but I do have a way for you to do it. That those links will be below the video. How to dispute collections, how to build business credit, how to remove inquiries, and just how to repair your credit. I feel like you can DIY this. And not have to pay people to do it for you. Is you really shouldn't be using credit repair companies at this point, because they don't have any extra special magic to put on it, or sprinkle that you can't do yourself. Like some of these people are having you go and get police reports to prove that you didn't, this wasn't your account. Like, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait out the 7 years and dispute it past 7 years, or we're going to pay it, make payment arrangements, and get it off your credit. So reach out to these people and see what you can do to get it removed. If it's utility bills, cable bills, things like that, I say just pay it. Or again, utility bills, just pay it. You owe it. You use those people's services, right? So that's what I would do going into 2025 when it comes to credit. When it comes to business credit, just get your personal credit aligned so you don't have to try to maneuver around having bad credit but good business credit. It's no such thing now, because even Sam's is running personal credit in order for you to get a business card. And that was the only company that we knew of in the credit community that was actually giving out credit to people that they weren't actually pulling the personal credit. They were only pulling Duns and checking your business credit score. And as long as you had, net 30 accounts reporting on your business credit bureau, then they were issuing out, $8,000, $12,000 checks. But going into, again, 2025, I would suggest business owners or potential business owners to just get your personal credit right. So if I was going to open a business in 2025 and I've never done business before, and the first thing I would do is check my personal credit, right? I will find out what's on my credit and what I need to do to get it up to a high 700 or 800, right? Then I would really research my industry to make sure that it is lucrative enough for me to actually make some money and build the business, right? So though that would be my starting point there, because your personal credit is going to tell you exactly how much money you have to start a business. If you don't have good credit, you're not going to have any revenue. You'll be cash flowing your own business. And when it comes to scaling and building a multi-million-dollar business, you're going to need funding from someone. People are only going to give you money if you look good on paper, okay? So that's the part of credit I want to talk about in this video. Where have I been? So I think I have not did a video since like May, June. I may have recorded it in May and uploaded it in June. I have been working directly with the government when it comes to my business. So again, if you're new to my channel, welcome, subscribe. I have a lot of good content coming up next year. I'm not going to be consistent because I have to work around my business. Today is just a quiet day because it's New Year's Eve. Hopefully this video won't get interrupted while I'm recording it, but I'm literally running I'm at my office now working, and I decided to do this video. So Um, I've been working directly with the government when it comes to doing business, and I think that's the safe place for people. That is a safe place for people that are trying to sustain their business through this. They call it an economic, like an economic downturn. If big name companies are no longer hiring, that's because they forecast that the revenue is not going to be available to employ these people. um, Amazon bank on sellers in order for their business to run. So the engine of the machine at Amazon was sellers and people buying a bunch of things that they really don't need because they get fast shipping, and the return, you can do a return on anything, it doesn't matter, the customer is always right. So that's how they built their machine, is to allow customers to do whatever. That now is going to affect their bottom line because sellers are pulling out. um, it's affecting their actual company, and they have gone on to do media, like they own a media company. They still have Audible, which you don't need anyone but content creators for Audible. So they're going into a different direction, and you have to pay attention when Fortune 500 companies are making a change in their business. You should be looking at your business. You should be talking to your team of people and figuring out how you are going to adjust to the new climate, right? So we decided early in the year that we were going to do government contracts. And so we started, when I say we, my team, the people that work with this company, that we wanted to structure our business to do business with the government. Okay. So, excuse me, that still falls up under the credit sector, right? Because if you structured your business properly and everything is right, the names are right, you've chose if you are C corp, S corp, or your LLC. Do you have your EIN? Is the name of your business everywhere the same? Do you have a corporate mailing address? Do you have a corporate website or a business website? Like, how's your business looking on paper? The same thing that you have to do to build business credit is the same thing that you're pretty much going to do in order to sell business or services to the government. Okay. So when you're starting a business, if this is what you're going to do in 2025, it's all about your foundation. It's all about the cement of your business, how sturdy it's going to be as it grow, right? You don't want to have to go back and fix little things that you could have done at the beginning because you didn't think that this business was going to be really big. If you go and get a business license, I would hope that your vision for your business is for it to be big, right? Over here on this channel, I'm building legacy, okay? Like this business that will be passed down to generations, right? So in order for me to do that, I need to make sure that the business is structured properly on paper. There's no cutting corners. We're not, this is not play. This is actually a legitimate business that provides product and services to the government. Okay, that's where you need to be if you're looking to do business with the government, because they're going to check. Okay, they're going to check under all of your couches, your rugs, your digging your trash. They're going to check before they do business with you. So don't run over there thinking, okay, I can go bid on government contracts, I can do whatever and get this money because I see everybody making videos and it's popular and it's trendy and everybody talking about that it's billions and billions of dollars with the government and I can go and get me one of those checks. You can, but let's make sure that you are structured properly, okay? So again, this year with the channel, I want to focus more on government contracts. I want to go and look at each state with you. How do you bid on contracts on a local level, on a county level, and on a state level, and on a federal level? So it's literally levels to contracts. Most people only go over to sam.gov and bid on contracts. They never look at the local level. So I will literally do some voiceover videos of any states that you want me to look at. So just put the states below the video and I will go over and I will do a video showing you how you can bid on contracts in your area. Like you can, again, you're going to do local, county, state, federal. That's how wide, how much range when it comes to government contracts. So when you see these people talking about government contracting, the money is definitely there. Would I subscribe or buy a course for it? No. I literally have no mentor when it comes to government contract. The only people that I work with when it comes to government contract is my local Apex, which is at the university here in my area. They helped me write up my first bid. They looked over it. They were really thorough because I was persistent. Like you have to be persistent. People know that a lot of people play games. You got tire kickers. You got people that say they're interested in things, but when it comes time to do the work, they don't actually do the work. So if you're persistent and you're constantly calling people, they know that you are interested in this and that you're really willing to go the extra mile to bring in that revenue into your household, your business, or whatever. They will help you. Help is always available, you guys, and you don't have to pay for it. So I would not buy a course. I wouldn't spend, $2,000, whatever people selling. I just wouldn't. I'm gonna try to do a lot of videos on that subject because I do business with the government. So we have a home health care agency here in my local area. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen people selling courses for that. I do have a mentor, an ongoing mentor that I don't really talk to very much now because we have clients. We have plenty of clients. We have plenty of employees. Like we do payroll here. We pay for workman comp insurance. We pay for unemployment insurance. We pay for liability insurance through Lloyd's of London. Like this is a functional operating business, or excuse me, as my daughter would say, a corporation. So our particular structure is under the medical field, right? So under that medical field, we have about 7 NAICS codes that we can provide products and services to the government. Now, each code you have to get licensed or you have to be contracted with the government in order to provide services with them. Out of that 7, and I'm thinking, I'm looking up because it's in a notebook and I'm not going to pull the notebook out. But under that out of the 7 that we qualify for based off our structure of our business, remember we're talking about the foundation, we at the bottom. When we were building this up in the last 2 years, the vision was very clear about where we wanted the business to go in 5-10 years from now, right? So right now we offer 3 different products. We are licensed in contract through the government for 3 of the 7. As 2025 progress, we will get licensed for all those products. We will have multiple offices, satellite offices. We will allow some people that do clerical work to work remotely, because they don't have to be in the office to, do payroll, do time, approve hours, those type of things. But and see, right, licensing and contracting, it is subject to state regulations, so it's not a federal thing. So some products and services that you provide to the government, you may have a YouTuber or your mentor may tell you that, hey, you don't have to have those license, and you call your local state or government or whatever, and they tell you you have to have a license, and it takes 6 months to a year to get those licenses. So make sure you do your research in your area, do your due diligence. My mentor told me not to do business with the government because it's not lucrative. That's because it wasn't lucrative in Virginia, in his area. Well, he initially had his business in Virginia, and built it to 7 figures, sold it for 7 figures, moved his family to California, and now he teach people how to open their own agencies. And when he was teaching us, he said, I just wouldn't do business with the government. Well, when I started doing local research, I found out that the government actually pays really, really well under contract and licensing in this state. So it would be silly of us not to do business with the government when it's such a large profit margin. Then they help you. Like, I have built so many relationships in the last 6 months. We network with elderly attorneys, the people that help senior citizens prepare for their elder years financially, figure out if they need home care. We work with longevity doctors. So we're always, again, networking and referral. We have a nice referral system. We work with veterans, and then we contract and do business with the government. So the range is so wide with this particular industry, and any industry. For those that want to do truck driving, I know it's a lot of people teaching you how to open your own, contract as a big truck driver, the big trucks, 16 wheelers, whatever those big trucks are. So, and I see this in passing. They're teaching people how to open their own business, purchase their own trucks, and start contracting with big companies. I want you to understand with that industry, Amazon and Walmart, and most of the big retail companies, again, Fortune 500 companies, they hire their own drivers and pay them whatever salary. And they only contract when seasons like Christmas, when they have to get out a lot of inventory out the warehouse, and their drivers that they have on salary are already booked and busy, then they contract out. So I would not try to build that type of company just under private sector. I'm not saying don't do business with them when that opportunity come up, but if you go in and structure your business where you can do business with the government, now you have a constant flow of income, and you can employ people, right? So that's what I would do. And you guys, you would be amazed at the products and services that the government buy. They buy everything. They buy tissue. They buy, staples. They buy office supply. They buy everything. So again, I'm going to show you how to look for it on a city, county, state level, and then we're going to talk about sam.gov, which is a federal level, right? You can bid on contracts that are not in your area. It's called subcontracting. You like the middleman. So there are a lot of middleman opportunities out there where you find the contract opportunity. You do the research, which only will take you about a day to do the research. You call around, get some quotes in that area, find companies that can do the work for you, and you never show up. You don't have to do anything. That's what they mean by middleman or subcontracting. So again, you're finding a need, and you're finding two needs. They need the service, they need the money in the business, and you connect those two companies together and get the difference. So if the government needs cement poured in Albuquerque, I don't know, I'm just picking a state, random, the example, and you don't live in Albuquerque, but you found the contract, then you call local people that pour concrete or whatever, and you call around and get the best quote, get two or three of them, and then you bid on that contract and you win. Whatever the difference is between what they pay and what they charge, that's your profit. And all you did was sit in your office and called around and put together the contract. Okay, so that's lucrative. It literally the government have billions of dollars set aside for women-owned business, minority-owned business, veterans. What are the other ones? Disadvantaged business owners, people that live in like a it's like a hub, a certain area. Like if your business is located in in an urban area or a city where there's disadvantaged, and you have an address, you can get that certification as well and bid on those contracts. So the set asides are beautiful because certain people can't bid on them. They're only set aside for you and your situation. But again, that foundation have to be built when you structure your business. So you have to get your certification for that. It doesn't take long. These things don't take long. And here's the thing I had to tell my kids when it came to college. I said the 4 years is gonna pass anyway. So 2025 will turn into 2026 regardless of if you become successful or not. So the next 365 days really is up to you and what you do with them. You get a fresh start. Never mind what happened to you in 24, it doesn't matter. You get a fresh start going into 2025 with your business, with your relationships, with your finances, with whatever. You get a fresh start. I know things don't go away. You're going to wake up to the same thing, but you get to say, okay, this year I'm going to do this. And I'm going to keep at it until I get some results. What you see on your phone or on your screen is someone who refused to give up. If you go back and look at some of my videos way back in the day, I told you guys that you're looking at a multimillionaire, and I meant that. And even though it did not quite happen as fast as I thought, or in the particular business that I thought, it still is coming to pass. And now I get a business where my children can work it. So using that degree is optional. They get to use their skills in a business that they grew themselves. They don't have to go ask for jobs because they have one already. One is created for them along with other people. It feels really good when people get their checks and they can say, I can pay my bills. Or when they call and say, I'm looking for a job, and we say, okay, go to the website, fill out an application and we'll give you a call. And when you actually hire them and they come pick up their badge, they're excited. They get to pay their bills. They're grateful for the job. So you're whatever it is that you are creating is going to create opportunities for someone else. When a person can pay their bills, they're able to take care of their children, their family. So it creates a domino effect, and that feels so good. I apologize. I'm recording on my phone. I just didn't feel like pulling out a camera, so I kind of had an interruption right there. So that is what I've been, you guys. I've been growing, prospering, learning my business, working my business, and again creating job opportunities, and serving my community. Okay, um, that's what this channel is going to talk about, is government contracting next year. I still will talk about credit. Like, I just activated a credit card today because um, with Credit One. And the reason why I got the card, because I already have two cards with them, and that's one of my longest history cards besides I think JC Penney's. Excuse me, is because I have been using my credit and I haven't been paying it off. And please save that in the comments about interest and stuff like that. You guys, I have a really great business that is we're scaling it to the moon. And beyond this year. So I'm not worried about using 15% of my available credit, but I didn't want it to affect my credit score. So I just accepted a credit card that had been offered to me. They didn't run my background. I have the two cards with Credit One. Oh, like auto pay, so I don't use them. I don't even think they're activated, the other two, but this one they offered, it came with a bigger limit. It have some other perks, and I'm like, okay, I accept it because they didn't run my credit, and I needed to kind of bring down my utilization. So that's the only new card that I just got, and I actually will get up and go and get it once I pause the video out of my purse. Do I plan on using it? Not really. Not really. I have tons of cards that I don't use. It's only certain cards that I use, especially the ones with low interest, or they're still on their zero interest beginning stages of the card. Um, what else? That is it. My personal life. I'm thriving. I'm happy, you guys. I am super single and not looking because I don't think that I will do good in a relationship right now unless he is exactly like me and he can mirror my energy. I am such a I just want so much, and I don't have time for distractions when it comes to my emotions. Um, I like nice things. I believe in abundance. I believe that people should be able to live their life in overflow. And I get up every day and I apply pressure to that principle. The Bible says that God takes pleasure in the prosperity of his children. And I literally stand on that right there. And I'm walking it out. So I must be about my Father's business. And my Father's business right now is for me to serve the community and to scale and grow this business and to help people be able to pay their bills. That's not ego, that's humility. Uh, so that's where I am. And now I do have a prospect. He's a successful doctor. I went to school with him. And yeah, but I'll wait on God to tell me when we should connect. And we dated in high school, you guys, so we have a little history. That's my only prospect right now because he would understand me the best of sacrifice. He understand that sometimes you have to put your personal life to the side and actually go and be obedient to God and walk out your purpose in life. So if someone has walked out of your life or you're moving different, it's because you have a calling that you're supposed to fulfill in this life, and God don't want you to be with those people or with that person. Be about your father's business. This video is super long. I think I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully you went and got you some popcorn. Hopefully you didn't skip it. Hopefully you didn't think that this was too wordy. And I hope I gave you some type of advice, some things to look for going into the future. I don't have a vision board. I don't do those. I don't too much write out what I plan to do. When it comes to this business, what we're going to do in 25 was already written in 22. So everyone know what we need to do around here. Everyone know their roles. Everyone know the goal. The goal is to get more clients, get more employees, and scale. If you already have a successful business, scale. What can you do to scale? What can you do to bring in more revenue? Do business with the government. Keep the private sector. We still offer services to private sectors. We offer services to people that have long-term care insurance. We do veterans. We accept people private pay. But the foundation is those contracts and licensing because the government pay on time. Okay, and who don't want to be in a great relationship with an entity that has endless money? So let's see. I talked about government contracts. I talked about credit cards. I talked about a little bit of my personal life. So I'm doing this with my 3 children. I have a set of 27-year-old twins, and my son is 22. I always get mixed up with his age, you guys. He's 22. Yes, he's 22. He's going to school for engineering. He was going to graduate, but he didn't. He's going to continue to get his engineering degree, and that's where I am. I'm happily single, running a corporation with my children, and I do YouTube when I can part time. So again, subscribe. Be ready. Put the states that you want me to look into the government contracts. I will also do sam.gov. I will literally do a voiceover and go into detail as to how I would bid on a certain contract. I will also go into detail on the NAICS codes and what NAICS codes you need to choose based off your business if you already have a business. Now, if you stay in a state that the business license are cheap, my recommendation would be to get multiple business license. So you it's not a limit as to how many businesses you can have in a state, you guys, because we literally have 3 business license, and we have a principal company, we have DBAs and so on. So you have a restaurant. Let's use it for instance. You have a restaurant. You can set up a sams.gov account with that restaurant because you can sell product and services to the government locally, county, state, federal. So you're going to structure that business. You're going to get everything you need and get you a cage code, all of that you need for that business. But let's just say that you also want to do janitorial work. So you want to bid on government contracts to get these big buildings, state and federal buildings, to clean then you would go and open up, let's just say your name is Jeff. Jeff JJ's Janitorial Service. So you would get your business license for that company. You would structure your business to get your SAM.gov account, get your cage code, get all of that, your EIN, blah, blah, blah. Again, about foundation. Get everything foundationally correct where you're aligned. And then you're going to go over and bid on government contracts under that business only. So just think about state hospitals, think about government offices. They don't hire housekeeping at all. So when you see those contracts pop up, you're going to be there to bid on them. So now you still own your restaurant. You're still, because that's what you like to do. You like to do your wings and things. You may have a truck or something that you do, whatever. But then now you have this janitorial service or company that you only do business with the government. Let's just say that now you notice while you bidding on these contracts, you got this government contract, you signed a 5-year contract to clean up the state hospital, and now you got your staff, you got your supplies. You got your supplies because your personal credit is good and you went and got business credit, so you can go out and buy mop buckets, vacuums, dusters, everything that you need for that particular company. Now you decide, when you're looking at government contracts, wow, it's a lot of it's a lot of construction contracts available in this area. I think I could do that too. Yeah, I can do that too. Now your business, now you have become a big conglomerate, as they say. You've become a machine. Okay, so now you decide, okay, the business license are pretty cheap, and I'm profitable anyway because I got this restaurant, I got this janitorial company, and now I decide to open up a construction company. And I know a few people that need work. I know, some people that know how to do this. They're skilled in it, but they can't find work. So I know I can have somebody do this job. So the next construction contract come open, you bid on it, you win. Now you build a team here. If you look at Love and Hip Hop, which I don't anymore, but I used to watch it some years ago, Yandy, and I see them in passing, Yandy and Mandeezy, when he got out of jail, of course he couldn't get a job, right? So what she did was she have created a bunch of businesses, and she has he owned a construction company that he do government contracts, and he said it in a show, I caught it. So that put him in a position where he don't have to go work for anyone. And she own a restaurant, and she has skincare products. Like they have built this again, this whole conglomerate of businesses, and majority of them, they do business with the government. Okay, I hope this video wasn't long. I hope that you stayed long enough to get that information. If you have a husband or a wife, that is so great. 2 heads are better than one, is what my grandmother used to say. So if you have a husband or a wife, you guys want to do something different, and you kind of tired of what you got going on, your job, or you may have a business that you let just sit dormant because it's like, I wasn't making any money, I had to go back to work. 2025, let's reinstate those business license. Let's get it back up to standard, and let's start doing business with the government, okay, you guys? Because again, the private sector is going to be tough based off forecasts, looking at what the other companies are doing, okay? So again, hopefully this wasn't too long. I'm going to try to do one video in January. I don't know when. Just turn on your notifications. I'm not an annoying YouTube. You're not going to get too many shorts from me. When I do put out a video, it's going to give you the notification and you're good to go. If you feel like you missed something in this video, watch it again, because I think I just put a lot of game on this video. I did. I've been learning a lot. That's what I've been doing in my absence, learning my industry, building relationships. Someone told me yesterday, a nurse, because I was asking her a question, because again, we're under the medical field. We build insurance companies. She said, you have to become an expert at this. I literally have notebooks. I literally call people. I will leave voicemails. And every time they talk, I'm silent and I'm listening and I'm taking notes. And I'm taking notes because people that are experts in their industry make a lot of money. So that's what I've been up to, becoming an expert in my industry. And I'm good at what I do. And I'm going to be even better in the coming years. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to growing and prospering with you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those that have been here for years. Thank you for being here for years. Again, let's make some money. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.